What's up, my hippies? It's me, Emily. So a couple years ago, in a far, far galaxy, I lived by myself with roommates. I'm sure if you guys have watched my last videos, you will see that. It was a great time. I was able to pay my own rent at one point, and then my life kind of went downhill. You know, I had a breakup, I went through some emotional shit, and I ended up having to live with my parents, which is good because you're saving money, and weird because you live with your parents. I don't know, there's just a weird stigma around living with your parents. But there was a time in my life where I lived by myself, and then I ended up having to move back home. So when I was living back home with my parents, I had a thought in my head like, I'm never gonna get to live on my own again. I'm never going to experience that again. I'm gonna be like 30, 40 years old and still living with my parents. I'm never gonna be able to be on my own. And those thoughts were reoccurring in my head every single day, and they kind of took over my brain. So I really got down on myself and was really hard on myself about living with my parents that I couldn't think of any other possibility. It wasn't until I revisited meditation and manifestation that I had these positive thoughts in my head and was thinking more of the lines as, I'm gonna get my own place, I'm gonna get my own place, I'm gonna get my own place, I'm gonna move out, I'm gonna be by myself. And I started thinking those type of thoughts rather than, I'm never going to get out of here. And my life slowly started to change. And when I say slowly, I mean slowly, because your girl's life moves at a turtle's pace, let me just tell you. Slowly things started happening in my life that led me from one place to the next place to the next place, and I eventually ended up in my own apartment, which I never thought was possible. And I always had anxiety about living on my own. How would I ever be able to afford that? I can't even afford this. How could I afford my own apartment? And I always had those thoughts in my head before I had my own apartment. And then when I get in my own apartment, I realized that I was able to do it this whole time, which is so weird to me. It's so weird to think that at one point I didn't think that I could be here. That I didn't think I would have what I have right now. I have cats, I have my own place, I have my own couches, I have my own everything. And this time it's not with the help of roommates or a boyfriend. This is all on my own. I'm doing this on my own, and I'm so proud of myself, and I'm so happy that I can do this and have everything that I have right now. I don't know, it just made me realize tonight that when you think the positive, look at my cat, he's just bawling back there. When you think positive thoughts, positive things come to you. But I realized also that I could do this the whole time. Like, since I wanted to have my own place. In the beginning, when I, was living with my ex and I was transitioning to moving in with my parents, I could have lived on my own. I could have done that. I could have at that time. And I was too scared to even try to do it. I was too scared of failing that I didn't do it. I will share bits and pieces of this story, but maybe I'll go into a more in-depth video about it. But when my grandma decided that she didn't want me living with her anymore, I looked at it as a terrible thing, and I was heartbroken, and I was like, how could a family member kick me out? But in reality, it was bringing me closer to my goal, which was finding my own place. It pushed me to find my own place and to get into my own place. I didn't see that at the time, but I see it now. I see that it was supposed to happen because this is what I wanted. I wanted this. I hope that any of you that are out there who are thinking negative thoughts, I really hope that you try to change that and try to think positive, because I can 100% say that thinking positively impacts your life more than anything you can ever imagine. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. And I don't think a lot of people out there believe it, but I can tell you it is real. And I'm not just talking about my own place. There have been many wonderful things that this year has brought that came from manifestation. I wanted to meet my favorite rapper. His name is Mod Sun, and he's one of the people who reintroduced me to manifestation, and I really wanted to meet him so bad, and I thought about it and thought about it every single day. I was like, I want to meet him, I'm gonna meet him, this is gonna happen. And at the beginning of 2018 I got the pleasure of meeting him with my best friend, and I also got to meet his crew. And then towards the end of 2018, so back in September, I had the chance to meet him again, and it was just such a beautiful experience, and I think it came from me manifesting those happy thoughts. I also wanted to have cats, or at least one cat. My best friend's cat ended up being pregnant. They found out she was pregnant right after they neutered her male cat, so they must have done the deed like right before he got neutered. That was supposed to happen. Like, that's another thing that I'm stressing to you guys, that it was supposed to happen. He got neutered and then they found out she was pregnant. Like, so she would have gotten pregnant right before he got neutered, and they ended up having kittens, and I got the pleasure of taking 2 little boy kittens home with me, and they have been such a joy in my life. I can't tell you how beautiful they are and how glad I am to have them with me. They provide me with comfort, and they're just here to make me laugh and make me smile and love me, and it's everything that I have ever wanted. Everything that I could dream of, I have right here. Also, my other favorite rapper is Machine Gun Kelly. I'm repping him hard today with this hat. Great! And I did see him at the beginning of 2017, and he said the next time he comes back, he's gonna play at Red Rocks. And if you guys don't know what Red Rocks is, it's an absolutely amazing venue. If you're gonna come here to Colorado and see a concert, I strongly urge you to go to Red Rocks. It's fantastic, beautiful. So he said next time he comes, he's gonna play at Red Rocks. So we thought it was gonna be later that year, or maybe like early on in 2018. But it was probably around July or August of 2018 that I started to lose hope that he was gonna show up. And then promptly after that, he announced he was gonna actually play at Red Rocks in October of 2018, and I was like, finally, this is so exciting. What I'm trying to tell you, a lot of good things have come out of the past year to 2 years because of positive thinking and manifestation. It's brought me so many wonderful experiences and gifts, and I just want you guys to practice it and to realize how magical it is. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching and listening to my weird stories about manifestation. There is going to be a part 2 to this video. It's going to be all about finances, if you guys are interested in how I manage my finances. So it'll be a little bit of a part 2 to my own apartment and living on my own. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you soon.